As part of this class for INTD 107 CAD for Interiors 2, there is a couple of things that sometimes interior designers may not know, but their counterparts are in architecture. When you're developing and creating a space plan as well, and when you're about to show different views, not only you can show views such as 3D views, which I'll show here. And these type of 3D views, you can also turn and show this way in a realistic format, or you can also show shaded. Now, in the same scenario, there is another scenario that many, I would say those who are involved with building information modeling know something about, and that's how to create a walkthrough. Now, a walkthrough is another visual that oftentimes involves pointing a camera within the space itself, and you are actually creating a movie by taking a picture of each one of the locations. And as you're going through it, it's almost like you are walking into the space in a virtual environment. So how to create this? Which oftentimes it's something more having to do with using Revit. So when you're in Revit and you're using, for example, the default 3D view, you're up here, you can scroll down and go to where you see walkthrough. So that changes your properties and properties browser to a walkthrough. So when you do that, the first thing you're going to show, you're going to take your cursor, and then you notice that you have this line here, and this is like basically how your camera is going to take a shot of each area. So what you're actually having the computer to do is to walk through the whole space. This can also be done in residential. Some of the things that we're learning in virtual reality is almost the same. So each point, you're going to see the rays or the camera view. And so just like when I'm moving the camera, I'm moving it through the door and into the other space. That's the open space here. And so I can position the camera just as easily and as I'm doing this, I'm actually showing how this same camera view is going to go to the next space. And so you'll see by that trail or this path, it's going to take you through the whole room. And so we're going through this open lobby area, and we're going to walk into the next room, which is on the other side. So when I stop, then all I have to do is go over to Final Walkthrough, which is clicking the check mark here. And this is where it ends. So once I have gone through that, now all I need to do is click to Edit Walkthrough, which you see here. And go back frame by frame. So before I do that, I would click Open Walkthrough. And so now you see part of the space. So I'm going to go back frame by frame, but what I'm going to do is go back to the previous frame. You'll see these buttons here for previous frame or previous keyframe. I'm going to go down to where my properties and go to the visual styles, and I'm going to select shaded. And so if I go to the next frame and click on the next frame, this takes a camera view of the room. So I'm going to go back several frames. And so if you were walking into this building, you can go by next frame and next frame. And it takes a picture view of where your camera and that trail and that path is going. Even this space here. So even your client can see how this space would look in a walkthrough even before it gets built. And it's like a movie.